My name is Jim Thomas, and welcome to the Fitness Management Update. Our topic today is gym follow-up emails with benefits. Now, we all know by now, the importance of following up, and we know the statistics that, the average salesperson, will only follow up 1 to 3 times, yet to get the best results, you're going to have to do it a minimum of 5 to 12 times. And the challenge becomes for so many people, what do we say? How do we position this? To make this an effective follow-up. It could be email, even could be a text, it could be a phone call. And some ideas for you is number one, when you're following up via email, how will your prospect be better off by joining your gym? So in this email, give them information on how they're going to be better off by joining your gym. What your prospect is looking for here, they're looking for answers to their problems, they're looking for solutions. Don't try to sell them a membership. Be this servant. Be this resource center for them. Number two, when you're following up, you could talk about how other people have benefited from being a member. Give them some stories about how other folks have benefited from being a member. You might even work in some email coaching into this, to give them some tips on things they can do on their own until the time's right. Number three, you could talk about, what is the cost of not being a member? Because, a lot of folks, when they look at this, oh, it's the cost, it's the money, and, we allow them to do that. But there's two costs involved here, that monthly dues, to be a member, but there's also cost of inaction. And that cost of inaction could be, continuing to stay on medication, having to go on medication, gaining more weight, self-esteem, self-confidence, it could be a host of things in there. When you're doing this follow-up, don't be afraid to share success stories. Send over, testimonials that you receive from other members, references that other folks have provided. Make it an educational event. Send them information. Maybe if it's a female who's had a baby and she wants to get her figure back after having the baby, send her some things that she can do, maybe from a nutrition standpoint and from an exercise standpoint that she can do at home until she's ready to make that next step. And finally, make introductions. Become that servant. And when you make introductions, this doesn't have to be just all fitness. Depending on the kind of business they're in, make referrals, to them from a business standpoint. Simply set out to serve them, set out to be that resource center. And it's that law of reciprocity. Just give, give, and give. My name is Jim Thomas, and this has been the Fitness Management Update.